What's up, guys? My name's John Cyzycki, and I'm going to go ahead and jump into this Tom MacDonald Dear Slim, produced by Eminem video. I've watched it one time through, really haven't analyzed it much. I've seen a whole bunch of other YouTubers doing that, and so I'm trying to get this channel started up. I figure I'll jump on and listen to this because I like Tom MacDonald. So let's go ahead and get this thing going.
Dear Slim, I thought you might have heard of me maybe, cause lately everywhere I turn someone's comparing us crazy. I never would have thought when I was bumping Biggie and Pac that I would buy bleach in a box and become the product of Shady. But I'm here now. Hi, my name is Tom MacDonald. People call me controversial. I'm the one that counterculture follows every song.
So first thing that I like about that is I used to do hip hop music, and like this is back 2008, 2009, that kind of time. And literally every single time somebody hears that you're a rapper, they automatically say, "Oh, you think you're Slim Shady? Oh, you think you're Eminem?" And it's like, no, like I love Eminem, like I loved his music back in the day, but I also listened to Pac, I listened to Biggie, other artists, but you cannot escape being a white rapper and being called Eminem or Vanilla Ice. If you're good, you're Eminem. If you suck, you're Vanilla Ice. So I like the fact that he starts off saying that.
I drops a problem, I offend an awful lot with topics commenting on race and politics. I'm pretty awesome. Dear Slim, I know we're very different politically. Seems like some of your biggest fans are the victims I'm triggering. They're convinced I don't like you, which ain't consistent with history. I was picked on as a kid and they don't know what Slim did for me. But I'm here.
So what I like about that part right there is, if you don't know Tom MacDonald is somebody who, to me, doesn't give a... It's like, he's got a belief system. He's an outsider if you look at him, but he's okay with being the outsider, which is exactly what Eminem was back in the day. It's the whole reason in, 98, he changed his style to be more Slim Shady than what he did with the Infinite album. But it's really cool to see, like, Tom MacDonald make that comparison and say, well, if I'm going to be compared as, an Eminem wannabe, let's talk about the reality, which is there are aspects about my personality and the things that I do that are similar to your career. I'm being a counterculture. So that's a good point to, like, acknowledge that, yeah, maybe there are some things that are similar, but that doesn't necessarily mean that I'm trying to be Marshall Mathers.
Now, and I fight the system just like you. Was addicted to pills and liquor and quit them just like you. People claim that you hate me, but Marshall, that can't be right, dude. You'd have to hate yourself as well, cause Marshall, I'm you. Marshall, remember back when you became Eminem. You changed the world with a pen. Well, now I'm just like you. I don't give a what, saying what I want with my fingers up. Everybody triggered and they think I suck, but I don't give a what. Nah, 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 nah.
So what I like about Tom MacDonald verses is there's enough complexity to it that it makes you think about the lyrics. And then when he goes into the chorus, it's also like very simplistic. From the songs I have heard of his, he doesn't try to be too catchy with things. He's doing a hook, which is by nature supposed to be catchy, but he's not doing things specifically to make you like want to be... I'll say it this way. He's not playing any cute stuff. He's giving it to you straight up what you need to hear with the verses, and then with the choruses and the hooks. He's being simplistic with it so that it reverberates with the consumer, rather than trying to play some slick stuff where he's trying to be too cool with it. That's my opinion. So I like his hooks because they're very simple, but they're articulate in the same regard.
Dear Slim, I thought that maybe because you paved the way for me, you might relate to weight that Caucasian rappers are carrying. They're constantly comparing us to you, it's embarrassing. Never gaining their approval, it's just hate we're inheriting. But I'm here now, go ahead and hate it, don't hurt. Call me culture vulture garbage, those are ignorant words. I kill a vulture, cook the poultry in a pan till it's burnt. See Marshall, I'm just like you, I'm flipping the bird. Dear Slim, I just want to...
That's a clever flip right there, where he talks about culture vulture, then he talks about cooking it up, and he's flipping the bird. That's a clever line.
Give you your flowers. I spent hours memorizing all of your songs in 2000. You were the reason I screamed at all of my teachers. A teen, I needed your CD on repeat and Shady's face on my t-shirt. But I'm here now. They call me controversial just like you. We're both white, both rap, both of our eyes blue. Screw any guy who tries to say you changed and don't like you. Cause in my mind it's still 99 and I'm you.
This has nothing to do with this song, but I am sick and tired of blue-eyed people just bragging about it. We get it. Us brown-eyed people, we ain't got nothing to provide. Okay? I'm sick of that. But with Tom MacDonald, like that whole verse is interesting because he's pulling punches at the same time he's throwing punches. It almost feels like he's dissing Slim Shady a little bit while also giving him the credit that he knows Slim Shady's due. And it leaves a lot up to potential interpretation based on how you view Slim Shady. If you're a fan, you could say, oh, okay, well, he's doing this. If you're not a fan, you could say, oh, okay, here's what he's really doing. So it leaves enough ambiguity in the lyrics that you can make a decision on kind of what you're reading into, which is what all great art, in my opinion, is supposed to do. It's supposed to make you, when you're reading a book, analyze what's going on, start thinking about it, and try to figure out what the artist is saying, but also seeing how it's relevant to yourself. So
Marshall, remember back when you became Eminem. You changed the world with a pen. Well, now I'm just like you. I don't give a what, saying what I want with my fingers up. Everybody triggered and they think I suck, but I don't give a what. Nah, 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 nah. I don't give a what. Nah, 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 nah. Whether you love me or hate me or think I'm crazy, dropped $100,000 to get a beat from Shady. I really hope when I bought it he wasn't angry, but I really had to tell him that he changed me. The truth of the matter is, without you, Marshall Mathers, I would've committed suicide before I was a rapper. You showed me that I could do it. I didn't need to be blacker. I know it's stupid, but I just had to do my best to say thank you. Marshall.
So I think that a lot of white rappers would agree with kind of what Tom MacDonald was just saying there. Is like, one of my earliest memories of music is my sister bringing the Slim Shady LP. I think that's the one where he's on the dock, bringing that into the house, and I was probably 8, maybe 9 years old, and listening to it, and that was my first exposure to hip-hop. And, growing up in a poor situation and living in a trailer park, things of that nature, it was the first time maybe that I saw somebody that reflected what I was seeing in life. And so it was impactful to listen to Marshall Mathers because I had anger issues, things of that nature. Like there's so much that he put into the culture that allowed people like myself to interact with hip hop and rap. And then from listening to him, I was able to expand to other artists. And so it's cool to see like kind of a love letter to Slim Shady saying, hey, we may disagree on things, on a lot of political stuff, et cetera, but you had an impact on making me the person that I am. And that's what Tom MacDonald seems to be saying is, it's okay for us to disagree. I just want to show you the respect that you deserve. And I think that's something that we could talk about kind of in a macro way about society in general. Is it's okay to disagree. We just have to respect each other. We have to have conversations and be willing to listen to others. And so I think he's making kind of a macro point there. Whether it's intended or not, I don't know.
Remember back when you became Eminem. You changed the world with a pen. Well, now I'm just like you. I don't give a what, saying what I want with my fingers up. Everybody triggered and they think I suck, but I don't give a what. Nah, 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 nah. I don't give a what. Nah, 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 nah. Marshall, remember back when you became Eminem. You changed the world with a pen. Well, now I'm just like you. I don't give a what, saying what I want with my fingers up. Everybody triggered and they think I suck, but I don't give a what, nah 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 nah. I don't give a what, nah 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 nah.
Okay, so I was talking to my buddy Flawdzilla the other day, and he was kind of giving me some suggestions on some things he thought I should do and start looking at. With this song, I'm going to look at the beat. The beat was interesting to me because it sounded like a 2004, 2005 Eminem beat. You know a Marshall Mathers beat when you hear those pianos, but then you could also hear in certain parts of the song, you could hear the Dre influence with the California Love of, I guess it's a flanger. So the beat, there was nothing that was exceptional to me. From a conceptual standpoint, I really like the video, as I said, because it's a simultaneous recognition of autonomy, but the influences of other people in your life, whether they know it or don't know it, or whether you agree with them on things. So I think it's not my favorite Tom MacDonald song, but I would definitely say it's something that resonates with me. So I would give it probably like a 3.5 out of 5 stars if I was rating it, because it is a good song. But that's all I can say about that. I don't know if you guys have any ideas on future videos you might want to see, other artists you might want to see. I'm looking for any suggestion. So if you could like this and comment on it, maybe share it with some people, just let me know what you guys are interested in, and I'll make sure to check it out. So thank you for watching the video. Y'all have a good one.